You already know what it is, man. I'm at the gym, but we always doing this boxing shit, no matter where we at. Check it. Doing a little sun. Um, I'm feeling a little bit of pain in my heel, so I'm gonna take 2, 3 days off for running and get my shit back together before I keep running, man. I don't want to get injured. That's the biggest or one of the biggest reasons why people get injured while running. They feel a little bit of pain, whether it's a hamstring, a calf muscle, wherever, and instead of taking a rest, they keep running. And what happens is you eventually end up getting injured. So, I'm dealing with this little pain in my heel. Take a few days off, rest, make sure that I'm feeling good before I keep running. Y'all already know what it is, man. What's good, my peoples? Welcome to Box Center. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, I promise you this is the best boxing content, period. Go ahead and subscribe. We're going to be talking about all the big fights, man. All the big fights. Check it. Out here in the gym, man, trying to get it. Trying to stay in good shape, trying to motivate, trying to make it happen, yo. Check it. So anyways, my peoples, the magic question for today. Jerome Boots Ennis, Teofimo Lopez. Who y'all think wins that showdown? In all honesty, man, I think Boots will absolutely fold Teofimo brutally. I don't know if that fight is going to happen, but it looks like Bozy is trying to call Teofimo's bluff. He said, yo, we'll take that fight any day. So, I'm interested. What's good, my brother? Thank you for hopping on with me. My peoples, I'm telling y'all, I'm over here at the gym, trying to burn a few calories and whatnot. Check it, man. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Box Center, your favorite boxers, favorite boxing show. Yo, I promise y'all, the best videos, you'll find them right here. Check out the long videos, check out the shorts, check out the live videos, and you're gonna see, man, we give you that real boxing. But again, my peoples, who you got? Teofimo Lopez or Jerome Boots Ennis. If Teofimo move up to 147 and challenge Boots, who y'all got? Who y'all think winning that fight? Well, there you have it. Don't forget to subscribe to Box Center, my people. I promise you, you may not like the music in the background. That's not what I'm going to give y'all. I'm going to give y'all the fire content, yo. Yo, listen, with the performance Bakole had, bro, I think he's ready for the big boys in his very next fight. I want to see Bakole with AJ. I want to see him with Usyk. I want to see him with the big boys. I think he's ready for that already. For real. Shout out to my boy Gregory. Always tuning in. You already know what it is, man. Yeah. Bang, bang, boogie. What's good, my boy? What's good? So, you already know every time you go live, there's going to be somebody real corny that's going to jump in. Like, look at this dude talking about you on crack. Like, bro, you see me in the gym. I know you think about crack a lot. That seems like something that's in your mind a lot. I don't know if you're a crackhead or if you got crack or crackhead moms or a crackhead father or what it is. But we ain't about crack in this channel, my boy. This is about boxing. Yeah. So my peoples, you already know, man. If boxing is your thing, subscribe to this channel. Don't worry about that crackhead in the comment section. Ain't nobody worrying about his corny ass. Subscribe to Box Channel. We giving you the real deal Holyfield. What does Berlanga have to do to beat Canelo? Yo, listen. I'm gonna be honest, my boy. I can't see Berlanga doing nothing with Canelo. The reason I tell you that is because, yo, Berlanga is too irresponsible with the defense. He gets hit a lot. And you don't want to get hit a lot by a guy like Canelo. I think Berlanga, I mean, what can he do? The question is, work on his footwork, have better footwork. If Berlanga can move around the ring and he can box Canelo from the outside, you know, he can have a chance. But you know, he likes to go on the inside and bang too. And Berlanga, he can't bang with Canelo. He don't hit harder. Plus, his defense is not all that on the inside. He gets hit too much. I think Canelo's going to take care of business with Berlanga. That's how I see it. You're right. You're right. Berlanga has to go for the body. Yo, especially those first 6 rounds. He got to go hard to the body, and hopefully he can slow Canelo down. But it's a tough order because you know that Canelo, he a specialist when it comes to going to the body. He a body snatcher. So it's gonna be a tough outing for Berlanga. To be honest, I don't think he got much of a chance. Maybe he could win a couple of rounds, but I see him losing that fight. Damn, man, what's going on with this live, man? We got people, what's up? We got transgenders and people from that community up in here all day talking about his gay stuff. Listen, my peoples, I ain't got nothing against the community. I don't got nothing against the gay folks, the lesbians, the trans, whatever you may be. I'm cool with everybody. I got love for everybody, my peoples. Just in case. No beef with the community. I agree. Pitbull, in a way, he kind of gave us the blueprint to beat Canelo. Now, Floyd gave us that blueprint years ago, but we know that nobody could really duplicate Floyd Mayweather. So I would say that studying Pitbull is a good idea. And if you remember Pitbull, he used his footwork on Canelo, moved around the ring a lot, and same thing I just said, Berlanga needs to do. You got to use that footwork. If he stand there and bang with Canelo, he probably gonna get knocked out. That jab, you remember Pitbull did not keep that jab off Canelo's face the whole fight. So, but you know, if you go back and you watch Berlanga fights, yo, he don't use that jab that much, and he don't use his footwork that much. So do we really expect him to be a new Berlanga to fight Canelo, a different Berlanga? I don't know, bro. For real. I think that we're gonna get, you know, the usual Berlanga who probably gonna use the jab the first couple of rounds, and then we're gonna see him trying to land that big shot. I think that's what we're gonna see from him. You already know, my peoples, at the gym, getting his work, you know, trying to do something positive, while we got these cornballs, while we got these corny dudes jumping in the comment section, acting funny and shit. I have fun with y'all, man. Remember, my peoples, If you haven't been on this channel before, check out some of my videos and you'll see. I don't just go live. I'll be uploading a lot of content, and I'm talking about, I'm always some elite level amateur action. So yo, check it out, man. You see what Gregory said in the comment section? Berlanga reminds him of Wilder. In a way he does. You know why? Because the moment he gets caught with a good shot, he goes to instincts. He goes to, banging it out. He don't really try to box his opponent. You don't see a lot of footwork from him. He's just trying to go there and bang. And if you're going to bang with Canelo, he don't got the experience or the skill level to be able to bang with Canelo. I think he's going to get knocked out if he tries that out. Yeah. Tyson and Jake Paul, man, listen. That fight is hard to really judge it just because we already know, listen, we can't sleep on Jake Paul, man. We can't keep saying that he don't know how to box. Jake Paul been training, with the best resources, with real boxers, with real equipment. So he's a boxer. Now, he's a C-level boxer, but he's still a boxer, and he got power. So I think it's going to break down to, can Mike handle his punches? If Mike Tyson can handle a few of his punches, then he can go forward and knock him out. Mike can knock him out. But Mike is almost 60 years old, bro. So when you're that age, your punch resistance is low. So we don't know if Mike Tyson eat a big shot. Is he going to be okay? Is he going to be able to handle it? I guess we have to find out. That's right, yo, people. Oh, yo, Danny Garcia. Yo, bang, bang, you got that right, my boy. Danny Garcia versus Lara. Woo, I'm looking. If you remember, that was supposed to happen last year when they was all on Showtime. And for whatever reason, that fight fell through. So I'm looking forward to Danny Garcia versus Lara. If Danny Garcia win that fight, maybe we can finally get Terrence Crawford versus Danny Garcia. They fought in the amateurs. They went back and forth on social media. We never got that fight. So I always wanted Crawford versus Danny Garcia. You never know. Let's see what happens. Yo, Darian Lazard, I appreciate you, my boy. Hey, yo, that's what I do. I share my opinion. I know that everybody's not going to agree. Everybody's not going to see it the same way that I see it. We all have different opinions, so I respect everyone else's as well. Whew. Nicoya from Tanzania, what's good, my boy? Yo, Isaac Cruz versus Ryan Garcia. Yo, I love that fight. Absolutely love that fight. Because that Pitbull got that come forward style. And Ryan Garcia, we already know he could bang. So I love Ryan Garcia versus Pitbull, y'all, for real. No, check it. Crawford is already a 4th division champion. Remember, this guy that he just beat was a champion at 154. So as of right now, Crawford is a champion in the 130, 135, 147, and 154. He's already a 4th division champion. But yo, Pitbull Cruz versus Ryan Garcia, that's a banger. That's a banger. I'm talking about those two will give us fireworks And you know what? If Ryan Garcia versus Pitbull happens, I think somebody going to sleep. Honestly, somebody goes to sleep. I don't see that fight going 12 rounds. I do not see Ryan Garcia and Pitbull going 12 rounds. I think somebody goes to sleep for sure. Yo, listen, Subriel Matias, I felt bad when he took that loss, man, but at the same time, I told people, this guy, he can fight, and he had the tools and resources to beat him, and that's what happened. But I think Subriel Matias will be back. I think he'll be a champion again. And you know what? That would be a great eliminator, Subriel Matias versus Pitbull Cruz. That would be a great eliminator, yo. Subriel Matias and Pitbull Cruz. You know that would be a barn burner. Remember, my peoples, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Check out the videos, check out the shorts, and you'll see Box Center, the hottest things in sliced bread. I'm telling you, a lot of people don't know me. A lot of people don't know who's JSmiff. A lot of people don't know what's Box Center. Share my videos, guys. Let the people know. Because it's the inevitable, y'all. I'm about to blow up in boxing. I'm talking about boom, blow up. So you might as well get to know me. Yeah, trust me on that. Yo, but by the way, man, shout out to Bang Bang Boogie. Shout out to Darian Lazar. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Berserker. Man, I appreciate y'all hopping on with me, my people, for real. I got 25 more minutes to go in this bike. So that's 25 more minutes with you, my people. Talk to me. Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson. Who y'all think is gonna win that fight, my peoples? A lot of people saying Tank Davis is gonna knock Shakur out. Y'all think that's gonna happen? And I want to know what y'all think, man. Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson. Also, Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. If Canelo and Crawford fight, who do you guys got winning that matchup? Okay, Darian, I see you got Tank. Now let me ask you something. Since you got Tank winning, how do you got that fight playing out? Do you got Tank scoring the early knockout? Does it go the distance? How do you have it playing out? Frank Martin, in a way, he's kind of out the picture right now because he lost to Tank, so he kind of got to climb his way back up, and then we can see. But for right now, that fight, we already know he's not going to fight Shakur, for now at least. And what do you think happens if Teofimo goes up to 147 and he fights Jerome Boots Ennis. Bozy Ennis already said, yo, we'll take that fight all day long. So what happens if Teofimo and Boots fight each other? Appreciate you, my guy. Bang Bang Boogie, you already know what it is. My peoples, I'm trying to tell ya, if you haven't subscribed to Box Center, go ahead and subscribe and check out the content that's on there, my peoples. I'm giving y'all the real deal Holyfield. I feel you, Darian. So you think he's gonna win the early rounds, and then in the later rounds, Tank would knock him out. So it's reasonable. That's a reasonable take that you got. How about Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez? What happens is Bud goes up, fights Canelo. How does that fight play out? Tell Fu at 147. Yo, listen. I think Boots, he will absolutely fold Teofimo brutally if that fight happens. I just think Boots, he's a very, very big welterweight, and Teofimo would be a small 147 pounder. So I think that's a horrible matchup for Teofimo. He will get brutalized. Bang. Do you got Canelo versus Bud going the distance? Or do you think Canelo's going to stop Crawford? Terence Crawford. So I'm going to tell you like this, my brother. I think that people exaggerate the size difference between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. And I'm going to tell you why. Everybody focuses on 168, Canelo's 168. But here's what I think people don't consider. Yo, Canelo is a small 168 pounder. If you look at Canelo in the 168 pound division, yo, he's smaller than all of his opponents. He's not a big guy, yo. If you see Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez standing next to each other, Crawford looks a little bit bigger than him. People don't realize Crawford walk around in 165, 170 pounds when he's not fighting. So size-wise, Crawford and Canelo, there's not that much of a difference. People talk about it like Crawford is this little guy and Canelo is huge. But in reality, yo, you'll be surprised. The size difference is not that much between Canelo and Bud. So I think that's going to be a way more competitive fight than a lot of people think. You know, I got people telling me, oh, Canelo's going to wash him because when he move up to 168, he's too little. Yo, Canelo's not a big guy. Canelo a small 168 pounder. No, you're right. You're right. They do hit different at 168. But what I'm saying is, yo, Canelo's not a big dude. You know what I'm saying? People think that Canelo's way bigger than Crawford. Yo, Crawford is slightly taller than Canelo, and he has longer reach than Canelo. So, the physical-wise, Canelo's only advantage is gonna be strength, you know, the power. But as far as height, as far as reach, Crawford's gonna have him. Remember that. I know this is not the most popular opinion. I got Terence Crawford beating Canelo by decision. You know, it goes the distance, 12 rounds, but I see Crawford being able to outbox him for 12 rounds and winning that fight. But Canelo is gonna be the favorite, so I expect a lot of people to favor Canelo to win that fight. You know, he's gonna be the favorite, and he's supposed to be the favorite. You know, the guy's one of the best pound-for-pound fighters of this era. He's the champion. Canelo's supposed to be the favorite. I'm not knocking you if you're going for Canelo to win that fight. But I'm going for Terence Crawford to pull it off. Nah, yo, I don't think so. And I'm going to tell you why. Yo, Floyd Mayweather didn't have to hurt Canelo. He just had to outbox him for 12 rounds. And the same thing with Pitbull. Pitbull didn't hurt Canelo. Pitbull's he's not a power puncher. All he had to do was outbox him. So Floyd, Pitbull, and even Lara at sometimes showed the blueprint to beat Canelo. You got to keep him at a distance. If you could keep him at a distance and use your footwork, he's beatable. They already showed that. So, you know, Crawford, I don't see him. Let me see. Just like Darian Lazar said, you know, I don't see him hurting Canelo either, but I do see him outboxing him, using his footwork. Canelo doesn't like having to chase people around. I think Canelo will use that footwork, that hand speed, and he'll be able to outbox him for 12 rounds. That's how I see it. You already know, my peoples, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to Box Center. I promise you, you won't get the fire content over here. And listen, a lot of people are picking Canelo to beat Crawford. And I understand why. You know, when somebody's the favorite, a lot of people are going to expect the favorite to win the fight. So it's reasonable for people to pick Canelo. I understand that. But I'm not going to pick him because I see Bud Crawford being able to win that fight. That's how I see him playing out. I actually go live during the big fights. I go live, and you know, I give you my round by round reaction, what I see happening, who I see winning the fight. So whenever these big fights come on, you could tune into Box Center. You won't find me, you know, giving you guys my take, you know, letting you know what I see. I always call it how I see it. No bias. You know, I don't call it for my favorite fighters and none of that goofy shit. I tell you what I see, and then we go from there. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, man, I think Canelo is going to fold Berlanga. I don't think Berlanga ready for that type of action, man. For real. And you know, Berlanga said something like he earned that title or some shit. Like he earned that fight for Canelo or something like that. Listen, Berlanga didn't earn shit. He was just the easiest opponent. You know, it was Benavidez, Crawford, or Berlanga. Berlanga was just the easiest choice. It's not about him earning anything. He's just the easiest fight for Canelo to win. That's what I be telling people, yo. Canelo's already in his mid-30s. I think he's 35 years old already. And the same with Crawford, yo. Crawford is 36. He's about to be 37. So these guys are trying to get in, you know, their last few big fights before they retire. They're trying to get the most money possible. That's why we're probably never gonna get Terence Crawford versus Boots Ennis. Because Boots, you know, he's in the beginning of his career. He's like 25, 26 years old. And Crawford about to be 37. He's looking to make the biggest fight, make the most money, you know, push his legacy as far up as he can. And Boots is not gonna do that for him right now. So, yo, you're right. Berlanga has power, but he doesn't have more power than Canelo. And the thing is, man, think about it. Canelo, he's never been dropped. He's never been wobbled. He's never been hurt. So Berlanga's not going to stop him. If you Edgar Berlanga, you're not going to stop Canelo. So now you're going to have to outbox him and win on the cards. Can he beat Canelo on the cards? Hell no. He don't got the boxing IQ. He don't got the footwork. He just don't have it to beat Canelo. Hell no. Berlanga has struggled with B-level fighters. I don't see him, unfortunately. And let me tell you something. Berlanga, he one of my guys, like from like 4 years ago, man. I used to be like, yo, Berlanga's gonna be a champion soon. But if I'm keeping it real with y'all, yo, Berlanga been a disappointment. If you look at the fighters that was coming up with Berlanga, they're more advanced than he is. If you look at a video from a Berlanga fight from 2020, 4 years ago, and he looks exactly the same right now, you don't really see that progression. Like, he got a lot better, and he's doing things better, differently, or his defense is better. You're not seeing that from Berlanga. I have a question from the UK. Yo, what's up, Bob Sapp? Talk to me, my boy. What's your question? I got you. I'll give you the best I can. I see my boy Isaac, a.k.a. Bob Sapp, is doing a project at Sports University. I'll be happy to help you out with your project, my brother. Talk to me. So again, my peoples, like I said, Berlanga, in my opinion, you know, I've been disappointed in his development. To me, at least, I haven't seen that progression where he's been like constantly getting better. I just haven't seen that. You know, it seems like he's exactly the same Berlanga that he was a few years ago. I mean, the question of how often men should engage in sexual activity, you know, to be honest, I don't know how to answer that question, because I think that men can engage in this activity regularly every day, or it could go down to as once a week, once a month. I guess it just depends. You know that we do that when we're in the mood to doing it, so everybody is not in the mood as often. So that's really a hard question to answer. I think the amount of time that you have been married is also going to dictate how often. Because men that have been married for 20 years, they're not doing it no 5 times a week. They lying their ass off. Normally, I exercise between 5 and 6 times a week. I usually I usually run, but today I'm doing the stationary bicycle because I got a little bit of pain in my ankle. So I run Monday through Fridays, I rest on Saturdays, and I do my long runs on Sundays. So check them out, bro, because you know we doing boxing, right? If you want to, check me out, hit me up, send me a message with your Instagram or your Facebook so we can connect and I can answer all these questions because we still got a few topics that we got to touch on for boxing. But hit me up, write me a comment, and we can link up and talk about it. That's a subject that I'm interested in. So my peoples, we already see there's a lot of boxing fans picking Tank Davis to beat Shakur Stevenson. And you know what? Most people are picking Tank to knock Shakur out. That's how everybody picking it. They're saying Tank is going to knock Shakur out and Canelo is going to knock Crawford out. So I think it's crazy because, okay, I feel you. I used to be an amateur boxer myself a very long time ago. I'm an old man. But, yo, send me your information so I can follow up on you on Instagram, my brother. So let me write down my IG right here so you guys can see it. Where? Oh, I can't write. Oh, man, listen. Since you're competing, let me tell you something. I run the press for Santiago's Boxing Association. All the elite level tournaments here in Dominican Republic, I get to be in them. In fact, Dominican Republic has 2 Olympic bronze medalists, and I actually know both of them. So I follow up on amateur boxing, because I want to know what's going on. I know guys before they turn professional. So send me your Instagram on the comment section so I can follow you and check you out and all that. Light heavyweight, woo! Oh, you bagging. You sending bombs out there. The light heavyweight division is no joke. And in the UK, y'all got a great amateur program, man. Yo, Hilo Alexa, shout out to you, my boy. Appreciate you jumping in with me. You already know Box Center, man. We giving y'all the best boxing content. You probably don't know me. You probably never heard of Box Center. But I promise you, you will. I'm about to blow up. Nasty. I'm about to blow up. You might as well follow me before everybody jump in the bandwagon. Yo, Lomachenko, he's an elite amongst the elite. A lot of people hate on Lomachenko, but he's a great fighter. Obviously, Loma is at the tail end of his career, so he don't have that many fights left in the tank. But yo, he's already accomplished a lot in the sport of boxing, and he's headed to the Hall of Fame for sure. Hawaii's in the building. I don't know why it is, but lately a lot of people from Hawaii been jumping on my live. I don't know why. Yo, shout out to Hawaii, one of the most beautiful islands in the world. Man, one day I need to visit Hawaii. That's a fact. So, Hilo Alexa, I appreciate you jumping in from Hawaii, my boy. That's what's up. Boom. And all I tell people, yo, you don't have to subscribe right away. Go check out some of the videos. And then you'll see why I'm that guy who actually knows boxing, who's actually giving y'all the real deal. No fanboy shit, no capping, just boxing for real. I'm from the Dominican Republic, my boy. I grew up in New York City, to be more specific in Manhattan. But right now, I currently live in the Dominican Republic, and I run the Boxing Association. I run the press for the Boxing Association here in my city. So if you look at my videos, you're gonna see a lot of amateur boxing videos on there. I actually be at the neutral corner, my peoples, at the neutral corner catching the action. So it's gonna be unique. If you look at my videos, you ain't seen nothing like it, I promise. Louisiana, of course I heard of it. I've been to Louisiana, but I went to Louisiana for a short amount of time. Like I just went there to visit somebody. I'm talking about like in 2006, 2005. I went to Louisiana. I was only there for a weekend. What I do remember is that the food is really, really, really good in Louisiana. Every time we went to eat somewhere, I was like, damn, we gotta come back, we gotta come back. Louisiana got the best food. Yo. Now I know why in Louisiana, there's a lot of people that's a little bit overweight. That food is too good. Yeah, yo, if you ever eat a barbecue in Louisiana, if you eat steaks over there, seafood, yo man, Louisiana, they be getting down in the kitchen. You could go to a little restaurant that look little and modest, and then the food be explosive. Yo, I was there for a Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday. And everything I ate in Louisiana, I was, woo, 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 woo. Yo. Having my peoples, almost got my 45 minutes done in the bicycle, and I'm glad that I was able to spend this time with you guys, just talking boxing. And just so that you know, I'm gonna be doing this more often. You know, when I come to the gym, I'm gonna connect with y'all, and we're gonna talk boxing. You know, y'all can tell me who y'all think gonna win this fight, who y'all think gonna win that fight. By the way, yo, I think that His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh has been good for boxing. We needed somebody like that. You know, he's gonna make the big fight happen. All the big fights, he's gonna make them happen. You know, at the end of the day, everybody wants to get that money, and Turkey's willing to put that money up to make it happen. So we needed someone like that in boxing, for sure. Shit. Man, listen. So when it comes to Tyson Fury, man, I was disappointed. I thought that he was gonna do better, just because Usyk is so much shorter than him. But yo, Usyk just keep proving to us what an elite level fighter he really is. So, um, yo, Virgil Ortiz, um, it looked like he didn't fight Madrimov, remember, that's Crawford that fought Madrimov. Virgil Ortiz, I felt like he struggled a bit. You know, he's making his debut in the 154 division. And it looked like he just really wanted to get the guy out of there instead of boxing him and trying to look good. It got dropped. So that was a close fight. Hopefully that's a learning experience for him and he'll be better in his next outing. Yo, for real, man, Louisiana got that food, man. If you go to Louisiana, whatever you eat, you're gonna be like, ooh. And you know what I like about Louisiana? I'm somebody who loves hot peppers, and I love my shit to be hot. So when you're like that, sometimes you taste something that's supposed to be hot, and you're like, nah. Louisiana, they got those spices that you need. If you like that heat, yo, Louisiana got them spices for real that you'll be like, yeah. So yeah, I'm down with that Louisiana food all day, every day. Oh, for sure, my brother. DR, you know, we got that tropical weather. You know, I live in a nice neighborhood, so loving it down here, loving it. I live where people come to vacation. So my peoples, give me y'all predictions. Who y'all think is gonna win? Oh yeah, by the way, remember, in Rayo Valenzuela, he beat Pitbull. That was an upset. Remember that Tank Davis was trying to get that rematch with Pitbull. They wanted to give it to him. But y'all know that rematch is off the table right now. That's it. He lost. He's not a champion. So are we gonna get Tank Davis versus Rayo Valenzuela? Rayo's the champion now, so Dominican Republic is actually right next to Puerto Rico. Matter of fact, if this is the United States in the map, Dominican Republic is right below, right to the right side of Florida, like this. If this is Florida in the map, this is Dominican Republic. So we're actually pretty close to Florida and pretty easy to find in the map. Once you look at the map, if you look next to Florida, you'll see some islands on there. Dominican Republic will be one of those. I'm trying to see if Turkey Al-Sheikh is going to be able to make Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford, man. I really want that fight. Bang! See my people trying to stay in shape. Go ahead, my boy. Take care of your homework, and you already know what it is, man. See you on the next live. Appreciate you jumping on, my brother. about it. He was willing to move up to 140 to give Pitbull the rematch. Maybe he's willing to do the same to fight Rayo. Never know. That I want to ask for people to jump in the live. Who do you think is the face of boxing? Who is the face of boxing? Is it Canelo Alvarez or is it Tank Davis? Okay, the Pitbull fight. Yo, listen. You just gotta take this into consideration, right? Tank versus Pitbull, that was a very close fight. But at that time, Pitbull caught all of us by surprise because most of us didn't know Pitbull. So he caught Tank by surprise. If there's a rematch, now Tank knows him. And you know, it's not gonna be as easy for Pitbull to get in there on Tank. Plus, the fact that Pitbull lost to Rayo, that's it. There ain't no Tank rematch for now. Tell you, I would like to see Tank versus Rayo. And I'm gonna tell you something, my peoples. A lot of people slept on Rayo Valenzuela. I've been telling people he was gonna be a champion since like 2-3 years ago. I believed in him. My bad, my boy. Darian Lazar, what question are you talking about? I asked so many questions. Talk to me, my boy. Who the face of boxing, man? Because that's a title that everybody wants. It seems like Canelo is the face of boxing, but Tank is right there, stepping on his heels. I think Tank just need a big win, you know, a big name to take over, potentially. So I agree with you. We need multiple faces because it's about popularity. You know, Canelo's gonna have his fan base. Tank is gonna have his fan base. Then Shakur's gonna have his fan base. And yo, y'all know Boots is coming to take over. Don't get it twisted. Jerome Boots Ennis is coming to take over. So Tank fought at 130, 135, and 140. At 135, at 130, the champion he beat there was the Puerto Rican guy. Can't remember. Oh, Pedraza. He beat Pedraza for a title in the 130 division. Then he moved up to 135, and he beat Gamboa for a vacant title, for one of the Mickey Mouse belts. He went to 140 and only did that one fight with Mario Barrios, which was also, a secondary title. So there you have it. That's what Tank has done so far. Yo, Boost versus Bud at 154. That's nasty. I want that fight badly. But we're probably not going to get it, man. Let me give you other bad news right now. Terrence Crawford is trying to get the most money possible. He's trying to do the biggest fights possible. And unfortunately, Boots, he's not in those plans. Crawford is trying to get Canelo. And if he gets Canelo, that's the face of boxing. You get a win off of him, you're going to retire. He already said that. If not Canelo, I think, this is me personally, right, saying, I think if Errol Spence can beat Fundora in spectacular fashion, then that can open up, create a buzz for that Spence versus Crawford rematch. But he has to beat Fundora spectacularly. So that rematch, if Crawford cannot get Canelo, he might be able to give that rematch to Spence at 154. But I tell you what, if Boots versus Crawford was to happen next, I got Crawford. I got Crawford winning that. And you know why I got him winning that? Boots is a great fighter, man, and he's going to be one of the best of this era. The only thing is, he gets hit. If you look at Boots, he starts to get comfortable, and he gets hit with some good shots. He got good punch resistance, but he get hit. And, he got to stop. He's going to get hit a lot by Crawford. That's what I think happened. Yeah. Don't worry, my guy. We coming home. We coming home. Yo, my peoples, listen. I'm already done with my little session here at the gym. I want to thank you for jumping on this live with me. You know what I'm saying? There's some people out there that's been showing me a lot of love. I seen y'all subscribe to the channel. You already know what it is, man. Box Center. We're going to keep giving you this fire content. And remember, share my videos. Click that like button. Let people know about me, because I am him. I promise you, I am him. We about to blow up like the World Trade. So before we blow up, go ahead and boom. Thank y'all, man, for joining me. Go ahead and subscribe, show me love, and I appreciate you, my people. Have a good day too, my boys. Shout out to Darian Lazard, my people. Y'all already know.